Here's a quick guide on life skills in Lost Ark. Let's get into it. Life skills become available to you when you arrive at Lake Bar at around level 22. In case the name of the location is different in the Western release, it'll be here on your map. Here you can purchase life skill tools from this vendor and right-click them in your inventory to equip them. You'll get some life skill tools from the introductory quests in this area as well if you don't want to buy them. Info about each life skill and what tool you have equipped for each is shown in the life skills menu when you press L. The 6 life skills are Herbalism, Lumbering, Mining, Hunting, Fishing, and Archaeology. I'll explain each of these in a bit. Whenever you get tools, you'll roll a random trait on them, and a good one to have is the Crafting Resilience, which makes you immune to interruptions from taking damage. This is super useful since resource nodes are often surrounded by enemies. Fishing is done in safe areas away from enemies, so this doesn't apply to the fishing pole. The durability of your tools will degrade over time, and they can be repaired by paying silver. The maximum durability of your tools will go down every time you do this though, which can be counteracted by using craftsman tokens. Early on, I just recommend buying a new set of green tools from the vendor whenever they break. By pressing B, you'll swap over to your life skills hotbar. Here you'll see a little green bar that shows your total work points. You use up work points when doing any life skill, and work points slowly regenerate over time, and I do mean slowly. It takes about 2 whole days to regenerate all of your work points from 0. Your work points are account-wide, so each character doesn't have their own energy bar. Onto each of the different skills. Herbalism is done by walking up to these little leaf icons you'll see on your minimap and interacting with the glowing plant. You can gather at the same node twice before it needs time to regrow. Herbalism is primarily used for potions and battle items, and is a great skill to focus on generally since these are always in high demand, either for yourself or to be sold on the market for gold. Early on, and whenever new difficult content drops, potions and battle items will have a spike in demand, and you can make a decent bit of gold from selling them. Lumbering is done by interacting with the glowing trees that you'll see marked on your minimap. If another player is on the opposite end of the tree and both of you are cutting it, you can work together to cut the tree down, which speeds up the entire process by a lot. Gathering wood and mining, which I'll talk about next, are the 2 primary ways you'll be upgrading your Stronghold, which you'll unlock pretty soon at level 26. Mining is another simple and important life skill. Just walk up to the glowing ore marked on your minimap and interact with it to mine it. You can mine the same node twice before it needs time to respawn. Like I said, mining and lumbering will give you the materials needed to upgrade your Stronghold, and I highly recommend focusing on these 2 skills early on, since not only will you need to upgrade your own island to be able to craft stuff with the materials you're getting, everyone will be craving wood and iron to upgrade their own strongholds as soon as possible. You can earn a nice bit of gold early on in the game's lifespan by selling these materials on the auction house, but once everyone started to level up their strongholds, this will become less lucrative. Hunting is done by killing small prey using the hunting skill in your life skills hotbar. You can make it easier to spot prey with the search skill, which you can toggle on to have a small crosshair appear above any animal you can hunt. After you've hit the animal, walk up to the body and interact with it to gather the materials. Hunting and fishing are mostly used for the same thing, which will be food items that give you long-lasting buffs. Speaking of fishing, you can go to these fishing icons on the map to get a safe place to fish. Just throw out your line with the fishing skill and press that same skill button again whenever you see an exclamation mark pop up over the fish's head. Like I said, fish and meat are going to be used for those food items. Archaeology is the last skill, which is done by activating your sonar ability in your hotbar. This symbol will appear over your head, and when you get near a possible dig site, it'll start beeping. It'll beep faster the closer you get to the dig site, and once the beeping becomes constant and changes color, use your scan ability to reveal a dig spot. Interact with the dig spot to get some buried goodies. These buried artifacts are used in a few battle items, but you can also use them to craft maps at your stronghold that let you enter a small dungeon with a treasure box inside full of different materials. Archaeology also has a very small chance to provide you with a craftsman's toolbox, which you'll need to craft high-level life skill tools. Your island stronghold is a huge part of your life skills experience. Here is where you'll unlock recipes and craft items that use those materials you've been gathering. Like I said earlier, you'll need a ton of wood and iron to level up your estate, which will let you craft more items and speed up the crafting process. You can save a lot of money by crafting items yourself at the estate instead of buying them from the marketplace. Since you save money from making these items yourself, you can also sell them on the marketplace to make some gold. Crafting items also gives you XP for your estate, so the whole process feeds into itself pretty nicely. Once your stronghold is level 15, you'll get the ability to open up a place on your estate for you to do life skills at. The materials you get from this are different versions of the normal materials, and they're going to be used for some crafting. And now for some general advice. You can always check what type of resources are available by looking at your map. You can hover over the larger regions to get a preview, or see in the corner of your area map what's available at your current location. You'll also get some purple introductory quests for these life skills that you should definitely do. They'll give you a simple tutorial on them before providing you with a set of rare tools and a potion that gives you some XP for that life skill. You'll get XP for each life skill whenever you do them, which will net you passive bonuses and abilities. You can check your current XP, bonuses, and what you'll unlock next at the life skill menu by pressing L. You can press Alt and D to open up the item codex, where you can see a list of all the life skill items and materials, as well as where you can find them. This can come in handy if you're looking for anything specific. And lastly, you'll get access to platinum fields at level 50, which will send you to an instanced area full of resources for you to collect. You'll be given a time limit to collect resources, and you use up no work points in the platinum fields, so this can be done even if you're out of energy. You don't get XP for these skills though, just the materials you gather. You can only enter the platinum fields with a ticket, which is a very rare drop from doing life skills out in the open world. And that's pretty much it. Consider liking and subscribing if this helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one.